All right, today we're diving into something huge, the absolutely vital connection between the AI that's revolutionizing finance and the cloud infrastructure that's actually making it all possible. Because, as you're about to see, one just can't work without the other. To really set the stage, let's just start with a simple, kind of terrifying question. What actually happens when a bank's super smart AI, the system that's supposed to be protecting our accounts and okaying transactions, what happens when that suddenly fails? Well, the fallout is fast and it's brutal. The entire system can just grind to a halt. Fraud detection goes dark, and criminals, you better believe they're waiting to rush in. But maybe the worst part? Trust just evaporates. Customers who feel unsafe or can't get to their money, they're gone, and they might never come back. So to stop that nightmare from happening, we first have to understand the sheer scale of the challenge. And that brings us right into our first section, really getting to grips with AI's completely insatiable demands. So when we say AI in fintech, we're not talking about some static piece of software. You got to think of it like a living system. It's always learning, always processing, and it is incredibly hungry for data to make those split-second intelligent decisions. And this is where it gets really tricky. These systems need insane amounts of data, and that data is always growing, they're constantly being updated, they need a ton of power for real-time analysis. And here's the kicker. Their workload is all over the place. It can spike from practically 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye. You see, old-school traditional infrastructure, it just can't hang. So if the old way is the problem, what's the answer? Well, let's jump into Section 2 and look at the modern solution for this. It's an approach called cloud native, and honestly, it's a total game changer. And you can really see the night and day difference here. The old on-premise world meant buying a bunch of really expensive servers that had a fixed capacity. It was slow, it cost a fortune up front, and trying anything new was a huge risk. The cloud native world? The exact opposite. It's dynamic, you only pay for what you actually use, and it's built from the ground up for speed. So what is cloud native anyway? It's not just about running your apps in the cloud. It's a whole philosophy for building them in a way that truly unlocks the cloud's power. We're talking about using modular parts, smart automation, and designing for failure right from the start. And this is where the magic happens. Take horizontal scalability. Instead of betting everything on one giant expensive server that could fail, you spread the work across lots of smaller, cheaper ones. Then you've got fault tolerance. If one piece breaks, the others just pick up the slack. The system keeps running. No single failure can take the whole thing down. This is absolutely critical for being able to test new ideas quickly and safely. Okay, so we've got the theory down. We get the what and the why. Now let's dig into the how. Section 3 is all about seeing this in action, how the cloud actually powers these critical AI systems in the real world of finance. Let's start with a simple truth that everyone in finance knows in their bones. Demand is never, ever flat. It's a total roller coaster. You've got huge peaks and quiet valleys, all driven by things like holidays, paydays, and big market news. And just look at this, it says it all, right? The difference between a normal day and the massive surge you get during, say, the holiday shopping season is just incredible. An old system would either completely crash under that load, or you'd have to buy so much extra hardware that it would sit there wasted most of the year. And here is the beautiful, elegant solution: elastic compute. What this means is the infrastructure automatically senses that surge in demand and just provides more power instantly. And then, when things quiet down, it scales right back down. You get exactly the power you need right when you need it. No waste. Now, this magic is made possible by a brilliant idea called microservices. Instead of building one giant tangled application, a monolith, you break it down into small, independent services. Think about it. During a holiday rush, your payment processing service needs a ton of power, but the service that does your end-of-month reports can just chill. Each piece scales up and down only when it needs to. It's just a smarter way to build. Okay, so I know what you might be thinking. All this power and flexibility sounds amazing, but what about security? And that is the right question to ask. It's exactly what we're going to tackle in Section 4, how you build a fortress that is both powerful and secure. And let's be crystal clear about this. In the world of finance, security isn't just a feature on a checklist, it's the bedrock of the entire industry. This is one of the most regulated environments on Earth. You don't just bolt on security at the end, you have to build your entire system around it from day one, because a breach isn't just a problem, it's a company killer. The good news is, modern cloud platforms are built for exactly this kind of pressure. They give you incredible tools, from encrypting all your data all the time to automatically checking for compliance, and these tools scale right along with your business. As you grow, your security shield grows with you. This is a really big but, the best tech in the world isn't enough on its own. You have to have the right expertise. To really succeed, you need a dream team of cloud engineers, data scientists, and security experts, all working in lockstep. The human element here is every bit as critical as the technology. Okay, so we've covered the technology, the security, and the people. For our final section, let's pull all these threads together and see how this foundation becomes more than just infrastructure. It becomes the ultimate engine for innovation. Because look, at the end of the day, this isn't just about cool tech for its own sake. This is about real, tangible business results. It means you can launch new products way faster. It means you can deliver a rock-solid experience that your customers trust. It gives you the confidence to expand globally, knowing your tech can handle it. It's about building a business that's ready for whatever comes next. And that brings us to the core idea of this whole explainer, and it's captured perfectly in this quote right here. This is not some technical decision that the IT department makes in a back room. Choosing your infrastructure is one of the most important strategic business decisions a modern financial company can possibly make. So I'm going to leave you with one last question to take back with you. I want you to take a good, hard look at your own technology. Is it an anchor holding you back with old, rigid, and expensive systems? Or is it a launch pad ready to propel you into the future of finance? Because the choice you make, well, that's going to define everything.